year that we've held this Recovery Awareness Education Walk. It is Take a Walk in Our Shoes, and it's to give people and families with addiction a place, a face, and a voice in their own community about the struggles of an individual and their family, or a family dealing with substance use disorder. There are 1 in 3 New Hampshire families admit that they have an issue of substance use disorder within their families. So this is very widespread. It's not just New England and New Hampshire, it's nationwide, and it's a result of the opiate epidemic that has stretched across the country. The healthcare providers have really come on board with us. They want people to know that they support people that have addiction problems in their family. I know that Memorial has stepped forward with the MAT program and the New Life program, as well as in their primary care practice.
The New Life program is a grant-funded program, and it is for pregnant women and women up to a year postpartum, and we are even extending that out a little bit. It's for women that have a substance use disorder. It's not specifically for opiate addiction, although we do treat the majority of our women with opiate addiction. It provides education, it provides counseling, we have a social worker who works with us, we have medication prescribed, and it's just an overall full-rounded program to help with this sort of addiction.
I do all the education, so I get the mothers prepared for taking care of their babies who've been exposed to opiates throughout the pregnancy. I started OB almost 13 years ago, and we would see babies exposed to opiates, once a year, twice a year maybe. It was really, really rare. We weren't really talking about it. We weren't really kind of aware that it was an issue. It became more and more of an issue, and I remember doing my bachelor's program and realizing that we needed to get some education out there, because these babies act differently than babies who aren't exposed to opiates, and they can be a lot harder to take care of in the first week of life. They need a lot more support, and not just with medication. Sometimes it's just with a little extra cuddling, a little extra skin to skin, and so that was the education. That's always been my kind of my piece of this program, is really just to be educating moms, empowering moms, and kind of giving them an idea of what to expect for taking care of a baby in the first week, 2 weeks of life who've been exposed to opiates, because it's not the same as a baby who hasn't been exposed to a substance during a pregnancy. We really are here to be, out there so people can ask questions. We can get our name out there, understand that there is a program in the Valley for women who are suffering with opiate use disorder, and a phone number to call, a smiling face to kind of chat with and be comfortable with, and realize that we're pretty approachable, right?
IMAT is not just for prenatal and postpartum like our program is. We also have a primary care IMAT program in the hospital, which we partner with. And the whole thing is really great because we get to treat the whole family. And it's just an extra support for women that need help in their addiction recovery.
And we use screening tools here that help to identify who needs to come over to behavioral health. We can facilitate treatment without the stigma of having to go to a separate facility. So being here, we collaborate much more easily. We also know that people who do not receive the behavioral health services that they need will die on average 25 years sooner. In order for a person to have good physical health, they have to have good mental health. There is no separation between the brain and the body.